good lawyer to go to, they stood up for me and they defended me. And that's what I needed, because at that point in time with my injuries, I didn't think I would have that confidence to be able to stand up for myself. And they did that for me.
NBC4 News at 11 a.m. starts now.
Right now at 11 a.m., a 24-hour business boycott is getting underway. No work, no shopping. Demonstrators want to send a loud message this morning to Washington. Hello, I'm Camilla Rambaldi in for Annabelle Sedano. NBC4's John Kaddis-Klimek joins us live from MacArthur Park, where an immigrant rights coalition has started that 24-hour boycott. And John, it appears this is a pretty big crowd out there.
Yeah, hundreds of people are here at MacArthur Park. This is basically their ground zero for what they're doing today. 24 hours of boycotts, rallies, marches. This is the biggest one so far. But as you kind of look around, there are different groups that are here. One of them includes the Garment Workers Center. I want to bring in Marissa, who is the director of that center. When we look around and we see all these people that are here, it's amazing to see the turnout, because we know that there are so many in our community that are afraid to be out here.
Yes. Hi. Yes, that's true. What's happened with the attack on immigrant communities throughout June and July, and what continues, has stoked a lot of fear, reasonable fear, right, within the community. At the same time, communities pull together, right? They support each other, and one of the ways that communities do that is by coming together and showing collective power through protests, through rallies, and that's the idea here today. It's to really reclaim this space of MacArthur Park, which was the staging of a show of force by ICE and the Marines. But this is an immigrant community, this is an immigrant city, and that's what folks today are here to say.
So, yeah, as we look around, there are paleteros, there are people selling hot dogs, the things that we normally see on the street that we had lost for a while when these immigration enforcement actions started to happen. They were too afraid to come out. So today, the boycott the big box chain restaurants. What is the impact truly going to be with something like that, do you think?
Yeah, well, the impact of a no purchase or no buy, no work day of a stoppage is to show that is the power of the community, right? The economy does not run if we refuse to engage in it, right? And it's about building that power towards that and showing that is possible and that more could come from this. I think that's what's really important. You know, again, this economy, this government, it doesn't work if we choose not to participate. And so that's what we're here doing today.
Marissa, thank you so much for talking to us again. They've got a lot of different events happening throughout the day. The next one, by the way, is going to be a 5 o'clock rally, similar to this one over at Olvera Street. At that point, they plan to march from Olvera Street to the detention center. Because, mind you, there are some demands that they're making of the federal government as well. We've seen signs out here for amnesty. We've also seen and heard loud requests that all people who are being detained by ICE right now, that every one of them be released back out to their families. So there's a lot happening in different parts of the city. It may interfere or interrupt your day, but keep in mind as to what these folks are trying to get accomplished here. Reporting live from MacArthur Park, I'm John Kaddis-Klimek. Camilla, back to you.
All right, John, thank you so much for that update. Federal agents have detained 2 LA Unified students in separate incidents just days before the start of the new school year. At last check, one of them remains in federal custody this morning. The other was released. NBC4's Lauren Coronado is at Reseda High School, where one of those students is said to be enrolled.
This is where the student is expected to start his senior year this Thursday, but he's still in custody, according to a GoFundMe page created to help family pay for legal fees as they work to bring 18-year-old Benjamin Marcelo Guerrero Cruz home. According to organizers, he's a Reseda Charter High School student, a soccer player, and older brother who was detained by federal agents while walking his dog. And he's not the only LAUSD student to recently be detained. A 15-year-old student with disabilities was visiting Arleta High School with his family Monday when district leaders say the teen was detained by agents in what appears to be a case of mistaken identity. Superintendent Alberto Carvalho weighed in on the exchange during a news conference later that day.
The young man who is a student at San Fernando High School, was released, but the release will not release him from what he experienced. The trauma will linger. It will not cease. It is unacceptable.
We're working to get a statement from federal immigration agencies on both cases. All of this as LAUSD prepares to welcome back hundreds of thousands of students Thursday. LAUSD leaders say they're creating no enforcement zones for at least 100 schools using district police, staff, and community volunteers to monitor possible immigration activity. They're also offering online learning options and redesigning some of its bus routes to limit the need to walk to school. And the district has a hotline available to those with questions or concerns about how the district is responding to immigration activity. We have that number on your screen and on our website, NBCLA.com. Reporting in Reseda, I'm Lauren Coronado, NBC4 News.
Developing right now, a murder manhunt in Southern California. A man with a violent history of machete attacks in Washington State is believed to be on the run here in the LA area. NBC4's Brittany Hope has been working this case all morning long. And Brittany, we understand that his car was found in Calabasas.
Camilla, this is a really wild story. He apparently left that car on Calabasas Road just behind us. That's right next to the 101, right next to a bus stop. So a lot of places to get away easily and get away fast. But I just got off the phone with Longview Police out of Washington, and they tell me based off the latest tips they've gotten, they believe that he is still here in our area. So let's bring up some photos of what he looks like. This is 51-year-old Alexander Lee Rogers. You can see he's a white man. He's really tall, 6'2". Police now confirm to us, though, that he has an incredibly violent past. In fact, he just got out of prison 10 months ago after serving more than 2 decades for attacking 2 people with a machete, stealing one of their cars, and then running away. So that was back in 2002. Let's flash forward to just last week to this latest case that he is now connected to. Officers were called to a home in Washington where 2 people had been stabbed, a woman died, and a man was sent to the hospital with critical injuries. Police believe Rogers was connected and that he drove away before officers got there. So now flash forward to this week, literally to yesterday, when his black BMW was found just there on Calabasas Road. Police say they believe he is armed, he is dangerous. If you see him, do not go up to him. Instead, call 911 right away. Reporting in Calabasas, Brittany Hope, NBC4 News.
Brittany, thank you. New this morning, pressing pause on smoke shops. LA City Council member Tim McCosker is taking a stand against them. He's calling for a temporary ordinance barring new or expanded smoke shops within the 15th district. That includes Wilmington, Watts, Harbor Gateway, Harbor City, and San Pedro. This morning, the council member joined a number of people and students near Banning High School in Wilmington to express concerns about the availability of tobacco products, especially near schools.
Within just a 1-mile radius, there are more than 4 of these stops clustered near places where we learn, play, and grow. Their presence sends a harmful message that tobacco and vape products are normal.
If approved, the ordinance would last 45 days with potential extensions while the city comes up with solutions to stop what Councilmember McCosker is calling the rapid proliferation of smoke shops in the 15th district. All right, we now want to get you outside. A live look from Catalina this morning. Another hot day with some sunshine, and meteorologist Shana Mendiola is tracking your first alert forecast. And when could we see the change?
We're waiting for the change. I know. We've got it coming. So as early as tomorrow, we could start to see a little bit of change. But I think even this morning, you may have noticed some of that marine layer returning to the forecast. And that's going to be key for the cooler forecast that we need here over the next few days. Right now, North Hollywood